Several breaking stories as we come on the air just moments ago. The Alabama governor signing the bill, the debate over abortion rights, suddenly front and center in this country. Alabama passing the nation's most restrictive abortion law, effectively banning abortion. The only exception, the mother's life. Doctors would face 99 years in prison. Will this end up at the Supreme Court, challenging Roe versus Wade? Also developing as we come on tonight, the helicopter crash here in New York City, crashing into the Hudson River. The dramatic pictures coming in, the chopper going down after refueling, set to pick up passengers. Tonight, news on the pilot coming in and what caused this. And it comes after last year's deadly crash in the East River. The alarming scene playing out today, the high-rise rescue at least 50 stories up. Workers trapped in the air, swinging violently, and you will see the rescue as it plays out. Tonight's breaking news coming in at this hour, the stunning story of survival. The 22-month-old missing since Sunday, tonight found alive in the woods. The secret recording now revealed pilots telling Boeing they were concerned about the new 737 MAX jets, warning Boeing after that first crash and before the second crash. And you will hear what those pilots said. Your health tonight, your memory, and we have new guidelines here from the World Health Organization. How best to stave off dementia. And he's back tonight after that heart procedure, the video coming in from Mick Jagger. What he's trying to prove, and he does.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Wednesday night. And we begin tonight with the breaking news just moments ago. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey, a short time ago, signing the most restrictive abortion law in the nation, essentially making abortion a crime. The bill passing after a contentious debate in the state legislature. Under the law, doctors could now face 99 years in prison for performing an abortion. And tonight, supporters of the law in that state have made it clear they hope the legal fight that will now come after the governor signed this bill tonight will take the debate right to the Supreme Court to challenge Roe versus Wade. ABC's Steve Osunsami leads us off with the breaking news from Alabama.
Alabama Governor Kay Ivey ignored the protests and took her pen to paper late this evening, signing this bill into law that effectively outlaws abortion statewide.
All human life is precious.
Providing an abortion would become a crime, even if the pregnancy was caused by rape or incest. The only allowed exception if the mother's life is in danger. And doctors performing abortions could be sentenced to 99 years in prison. This was decided by mostly men, about 85% of state lawmakers. The debate was intense, and faith weighed heavily.
Why are you, man? Why are you putting yourself in God's shoes?
What I think is that when God creates that life, that miracle of life inside the woman's womb, that it's not our place as humans to extinguish that life. That's what I believe.
Dr. Yashika Robinson works at one of the state's 3 remaining clinics, and she's frightened.
Women will have limited options when it comes to how they handle pregnancies. Basically, their only option is going to be to continue a pregnancy.
Mia Raven works full-time at a clinic less than a mile from Alabama's capital. Last year, doctors here performed more than 1,500 abortions. It's the only provider between Tampa, Florida, and Jackson, Mississippi.
We are always here for our patients, and we will continue to be here for our patients.
Even if it means going to jail.
I don't think we'll get to that point, actually.
Supporters of the bill are crystal clear about their endgame, getting the issue before the U.S. Supreme Court, hoping there are finally enough justices willing to outlaw abortion.
My goal with this bill, and I think all of our goal, is to have Roe versus Wade turned over.
The president promised as much during his campaign.
That'll happen automatically, in my opinion, because I am putting pro-life justices on the court.
There's a movement happening. More than a dozen states have recently passed laws restricting abortion, all meant for a showdown at the nation's highest court.
We're watching this all over the country. Steve Osunsami is live in Alabama tonight. And Steve, the governor signing that bill into law just before we came on the air tonight. But as I understand it, it won't go into effect for 6 months, and I suspect the legal challenges will be almost immediate.
David, at one of the clinics we were at today, they told us that they had their lawsuits prepped for the very minute the governor signed this bill into law. They are preparing for a long fight and say this is every day for them in Alabama. David.
Steve Osunsami leading us off tonight with the breaking headlines. Steve, thank you. We're going to move on to the other major story tonight, a terrifying sight on the Hudson River here in New York City today, a helicopter crashing into the river. It happened just after taking off after refueling, preparing to pick up passengers, instead spinning out of control, losing altitude and crashing into the Hudson, ending up upside down. The pilot was the only one on board, escaping with his life. Tonight, how he was rescued. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is along the Hudson tonight.
A near brush with death, a helicopter pilot escaping after this terrifying crash in New York City. Watch as the chopper spins right into the Hudson River.
Helicopter just crashed.
It had taken off shortly after refueling to go pick up passengers when something went wrong.
We were looking out on the water, and then all of a sudden we saw this splash. And we looked out, and there was a helicopter.
Authorities say the chopper lost altitude.
It crash landed into the water approximately 150 feet from the helipad.
The helicopter's flotation devices deployed, but with the blades cutting through the water, the chopper flipped over.
We see the helicopter, and at first maybe I thought it was a stunt because it was starting to wobble a little bit, and then it started to become a little bit more suspicious, and the next thing you know, it disappeared.
On board, the 34-year-old pilot was able to escape, standing on one of those flotation devices until a passing ferry boat picked him up.
I called out to him, he said okay, and he came right up the ladder.
This incident unfolding about 14 months after 5 passengers lost their lives in New York's East River, unable to escape a chopper that crashed into the icy waters during a sightseeing flight. Tonight, the NTSB investigating what caused this latest helicopter to go down. That pilot walking away with only a cut to his hand.
And Eva Pilgrim reporting in tonight from near the scene of the crash. And Eva, you mentioned there that the pilot was rescued by a passing ferry. And we know this isn't the first time that one of those boats, those ferries, actually helped in rescue efforts here in New York City.
That's right, David. In 32 years, New York Waterways has rescued almost 300 people. One of the more famous, the Miracle on the Hudson. As for the captain who rescued this pilot here, he says this is his second in 10 years. David.
Wow, that's incredible. Eva, thank you. Next, the other heart-stopping scene we watched play out today, the high-rise rescue some 50 stories up. 2 window washers at work on a lift swinging violently. Look at that. Slamming into the building, and this swinging back and forth, it lasted for an hour. Then the rescue playing out on live TV, and here's ABC's Marcus Moore.
Terrifying video tonight of the drama high above the streets of Oklahoma City. A lift swinging violently out of control, smashing the Devon Tower. And look closely, that is 2 window washers hanging on.
Respond with Rescue Ladder 1. There's people trapped on a lift.
The incident unfolding 50 stories in the air. Oklahoma City's KOCO TV getting these exclusive pictures of the dramatic rescue atop the state's tallest building. Watch again. You can see the lift as it pummels the building, twisting metal, glass, plummeting 800 feet to the ground.
They were on a ride that no one would want to experience.
Videos from the ground showing the desperate rescue effort to save those 2 men. A team of firefighters manages to throw a rope to the workers to finally stabilize the lift, bringing an end to that horrific ride.
In that situation, to have the composure to catch a rope bag, to secure it while swinging is amazing.
And David, this went on for nearly an hour. Both of these men are unhurt, and tonight officials believe strong winds may have played a role in what happened. David?
All right, Marcus, our thanks to you as well. And we turn next here tonight to the bombshell audio recording involving pilots actually warning Boeing, confronting the company about problems with its 737 MAX jets. The warnings came after the first crash, but before the second one. ABC senior transportation correspondent David Curley tonight with the audio.
We're hearing tonight the heated conversation just weeks after this first 737 MAX crash in Indonesia.
We flat out deserve to know what is on our airplanes.
I don't disagree.
Union reps for American airline pilots in a tense November meeting with Boeing's top engineer about that new flight control system in the MAX.
These guys didn't even know the damn system was on the airplane, nor did anybody else.
It's called MCAS and can force the nose down repeatedly. The pilots pressing for action, Boeing replying it was starting work on a software fix.
And the worst thing that can ever happen is a tragedy like this, and the even worse thing would be another one.
Another one did happen a little more than 3 months later in Ethiopia. In both crashes, nearly 350 killed. With hundreds of MAX jets still grounded, members of Congress demanded to know today, how did the FAA approve the system? Did it let Boeing drive the process?
It wasn't even in the manual that this automated system existed. It wasn't in the manual. How can you have a system, critical safety system, certified?
Our risk-based, data-driven systems approach has led to the U.S.'s safest system in history and in the world.
So let's bring in David Curley with us live tonight at Reagan Airport. David, you've been following this all along, and we know there's a software fix from Boeing to fix this problem. It's coming, but it still hasn't been approved?
Not yet. In fact, the FAA administrator says he expects Boeing to submit that fix in the coming week, but he says it will not be approved until the FAA is certain that the MAX is safe. Boeing says it's working with regulators and customers around the world to get the 737 back in the air. David
Curley on this again tonight. David, thank you. Meantime, the other crash we have been reporting on here this week, that deadly midair collision over Alaska. The death toll now rising to 6 after the bodies of 2 missing passengers were found. ABC's Will Carr tonight traveling to the remote spot where those planes came down. He's on the scene tonight.
Tonight, we got an up-close look at the wreckage from that devastating plane collision over the Alaskan wilderness. The first plane is still in the water along the rugged shoreline. The floats are upside down and jutting out. An NTSB GO team flew in by helicopter this afternoon while we were there. They're now trying to figure out why the 2 float planes converged in midair at 3,200 feet. The crash killed 6 people, including Randy Sullivan, a pilot. 10 others swam to shore while rescuers raced to the scene.
So we just kind of went the channel back and forth, zigzagging around, trying to look for anybody that would be trying to survive out there.
All of the passengers were traveling on a popular cruise. They were out for an adventure when something went tragically wrong. Tonight, 1 plane is still in the water. The second one is on that barge under that blue tarp. The NTSB is on the scene, and they're hoping to have some answers in the coming weeks. David.
Will Carr reporting in from Alaska. Will, thank you. Next tonight, amid escalating tensions with Iran, the U.S. State Department is ordering all non-emergency workers out of the U.S. Embassy in Iraq because of what the Trump administration considers an imminent threat from Iran or its proxies. But tonight, senators on both sides of the aisle are now demanding to know, what is this new threat? In fact, a British general has said he does not believe that there's a new threat in Iraq. Here's ABC's chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz now.
The U.S. Embassy in Baghdad is one of the largest and most secure in the world, with thousands of employees. But tonight, all non-essential personnel are being ordered out. A U.S. official saying there is an imminent threat by Iranian-backed proxies. But the administration is providing no specifics, and even the president's supporters are frustrated.
I have no idea what the threat stream is beyond what I read in the paper.
The move to evacuate some embassy employees comes the day after a senior British general declared there's no increased threat from Iranian-backed forces in Iraq, which the U.S. military rebutted. Tonight, there are fears the American intelligence may be faulty, just as it was in the lead-up to the invasion of Iraq. The U.S. already deployed a carrier strike group and bombers to the region to defend against a potential attack from Iran or its allies. The president has denied a New York Times report the administration has a plan to send 120,000 troops if attacked.
Now, would I do that? Absolutely. But we have not planned for that.
Martha Raddatz with us live from Washington tonight. And Martha, members of Congress from both parties are demanding that the administration spell out exactly what this threat from Iran is tonight.
They are, David, and congressional leadership will be briefed tomorrow. But, David, this ordered departure from the U.S. Embassy in Iraq really is unusual. I have spent time in that Baghdad embassy during a very violent period when ISIS was launching rockets at the facility. But this is the first time I remember the State Department ever ordering a departure of personnel from that embassy. So a lot of questions about what led them to do this. David?
And we know you'll stay on this for us, Martha. Thank you. Next tonight, new developments in that deadly school shooting outside Denver. The 2 suspects in court today, 18-year-old Devin Erickson and 16-year-old Alec McKinney. We learned today that he will be charged as an adult. The other was already being charged as an adult. It comes as hundreds today celebrated that hero student, Kendrick Castillo, who died tackling one of the gunmen just days before he was to graduate. Next to the breaking headline from Kentucky tonight, a stunning story of survival. A 22-month-old boy missing since Sunday has been found alive in the woods. Here's ABC's Clayton Sandell now.
Tonight, rescued after a 4-day ordeal, 22-month-old Kenneth Howard found alive.
Thank you for everybody that did help us. I mean, thank you so much.
Since Sunday, search teams with drones, dogs, and choppers